steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Bouncer down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bounce towards the second baseman. Padilla takes it in, and a throw on to Morneau for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20.
Eddie Rosario stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here. Turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're up 2-0. Adam Eaton will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Juan Padilla will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Mark Trumbo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Santana steps into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give him. Gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he takes ball 1. Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Trevor Plouffe steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
First baseman,
Joe Mauer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Runners going. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-0 game. Eduardo Escobar digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Hit out towards second. Padilla comes up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Max Kepler digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Laurie in foul ground, and that retired. Leading off the inning, Jose Abreu, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. One away for the former MVP Justin Morneau. Santana looks in. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Liner toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Brett Laurie will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that is. Kurt Suzuki steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Zach Putnam will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Zach Putnam.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Hard hit ball to second. Padilla over to his left. 1 away.
Now batting,
Danny Santana will step in. A ground out victim as last time. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there at third with a one-out triple. Stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Pulled toward right center field. Eaton on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game. Brian Dozier gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no error. Number 12 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away. Alex Avila will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Santana gets the sign. Here he comes on 2-0. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. Ichiro Suzuki will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Left center. Rosario is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Melky Cabrera will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Miguel Sano digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Number 61 is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
1 strike.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Trevor Plouffe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Line to the right side. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Around first, on his way to second now.
You know, maybe if he backs up and plays this on the hop, he can hold him to just a single, but instead, he goes all out for it in right field, and it gets by him for an eventual double.
Joe Mauer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Grounded up the first baseline. Morno's got it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Eduardo Escobar strides in, grounded out his last time through. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tapped out in front of home. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it, the side is retired. So no runs on a hit. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Adam Eaton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. Juan Padilla will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and the White Sox are down to their final out now. Mark Trumbo stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Rosario over to his left. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with the...
Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series. Drew Smyly gets the ball for the Rays. We need to...
Matty, a real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the win and did not give up any runs. We'll try and do that again here.
Ripped on the ground to first. Morrison's there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Juan Padilla will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Smyly steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Liner towards second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
Here's where trying to do too much, you come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes a throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
From the stretch, Mark Trumbo stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Jose Abreu will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Here's a high pop-up. Morrison is there for it. And the inning. Chris Sale will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. Let's see if he can do that here.
Matt Duffy is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Logan Forsythe will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1 and out. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Forsythe is retired, 2 down now. Evan Longoria gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball, 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nothing in the Tampa first. On to the second now from Trop. Avisail Garcia will lead things off here, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Smiley peers in. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. So with the leadoff man reaching base here, let's take a moment to check out this date in baseball history. Brett Laurie will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ground ball for Longoria. This could be 2. Forsythe back to first, and that gets Lowry as well. A double play. Adam Eaton will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
You know, as an everyday player, you wake up in the morning and you dream of 3-hit days. You look at the average that he's got on the season, and he added one of those 3-hit days yesterday.
Batting 8, catcher.
Number 42 settles into the box for his first chance. He's set. Here it comes. On the move is Eaton. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, and here you go. This is from our camera up in the catwalk somewhere. You get a wide-angled look here at the jump that he got, and he's going to make it to second on that stolen base easily.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Batting 9, shortstop.
Number 42 gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Hard hit ball to second. And a base hit as that'll chase the run home from third, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead. Ichiro Suzuki will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, there have been some hard-hit balls in the inning already, but this isn't exactly one of them, but it's going to work out well for him just the same as he reaches here with another hit in the inning, and this one's just an infield single.
First offering on its way. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run scores. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So 2 runs on 6 base hits, no error. Corey Dickerson will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Padilla comes up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Logan Morrison will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting six.
Steven Souza gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Tampa. Mark Trumbo is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
In this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Lined hard toward right center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Jose Abreu in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Smiley comes set. Here's the 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And this third inning starting out about as poorly as the second inning did.
Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Avisail Garcia is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. High and deep to right center. Souza going back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Third baseman,
Brett Laurie has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
now batting.
Adam Eaton strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. White leading off the inning, Kurt Casale, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Catcher, Kurt Casale.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Stepping in, Alexi Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, a lot of people talk about Alexi Ramirez's incredible rookie season, but 2014 was really a breakthrough year for him as well. He was named to his first All-Star game. He led all American League shortstops in home runs, RBIs, slugging, and extra base hits.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And in that 2014 All-Star game, teammate and Cuban countryman Jose Abreu was also named to the American League team. Pretty cool for both of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've really seen such a flood of Cubans. I still think it's a pretty tight-knit community for those guys. They're very proud of their baseball tradition, and I think for the most part, they like to see each other do well here in the States.
Hard hit towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Logan Forsythe is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And he is in there. Evan Longoria comes forward with 2 men in scoring position, so he'll look to make this a 1-run game with a base hit here.
Yeah, guys, a really big opportunity here to get his guys right back in this one.
And Longoria won't be given a chance here as he's walked intentionally. Corey Dickerson steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Yeah, you know, when a pitcher gets into a little bit of a jam out there, you can bet he's going with his best stuff. So we may see a heavy dose of that slider right now.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Number 42 stands in.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Smiley's ready. First pitch on the way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Popped up. Forsythe is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
number 42 steps in now. And he lays off there, 1-0. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, what a stop by Morrison. Got him.
Woo, no problem.
now batting.
Ichiro Suzuki steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there, and that ends the inning. We'll see Logan Morrison start things off when we come back. And there is Logan Morrison. As we told you, he'll start things out here in the home fourth.
Logan Morrison.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Eaton going back, still ranging back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
Now batting, right field.
It's a solo home run for Logan Morrison. And the Rays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He'll just keep adding and subtracting speed on his pitches. That's how the good ones do it.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Standing in now, Kurt Casale. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Rays get one back here thanks to the solo home run. We played 4. It's the White Sox 3, the Rays 1. Juan Padilla heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Smiley gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Kiermaier coming on. 1 down.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder,
Mark Trumbo will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way outside. 1-2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, apparently he just got his gas tank refilled during the last half inning because I'll tell you, he's come out looking as sharp as he has the whole ball game.
Jose Abreu will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and the White Sox will move out in front 4-1.
Well, that's the first home run he's given up here, and it very nearly wasn't a home run. I thought this ball was going to be heading foul, but then you see it just doink right off the foul pole, and as a hitter, you can't help but feel like you got away with one as you're running the bases.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
4 runs, 11 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Grounded to first. Morrison is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. White Sox able to add. Alexi Ramirez comes to the plate as we get started. Hit hard on the ground to second. Padilla is there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The designated hitter, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And that's over, 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside, and that's a good job to lay off too.
Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it 4-1. Danny Farquhar will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Brett Laurie will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Little dribbler down the line. Longoria barehands it. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a little blooper to center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Number 42 steps into the box. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Oh, you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Hit to short. Fielded by Ramirez. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. When we come back, Evan Longoria will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.